If it's weak, everything else crumbles. Strengthen it. Speak like someone else does. Trait 2, the power of persistence. Persistence beats talent every time. You see, the world is filled with talented people who gave up. But the ones who make it, they don't stop. I failed in business more times than I can count. But every time I got back up. And that's the difference. When you refuse to quit, success becomes inevitable. The universe rewards those who refuse to give up. Will you be one of them? Trait 3, mastering your mindset. Your mindset is everything. Most people live as prisoners of their own thoughts. I can't do this. I'm not good enough. What if I fail? But unstoppable people, they rewire those thoughts. They ask, what if I succeed? What if this works out better than I ever imagined? Train your mind to see opportunity instead of obstacles. You don't need to be the smartest or the strongest, just the most mentally prepared. And that starts with controlling what you allow yourself to believe. Trait 4, taking action even when it's scary. Time is your most valuable asset, but most people waste it. They let distractions steal their dreams. Unstoppable people, they protect their time like gold. They say no to what doesn't serve them. They cut out negativity, distractions, excuses. You don't get time back, so use it wisely. Ask yourself, am I spending my time building my dream or watching someone else live theirs? The truth is, unstoppable people aren't born. They're made. And you, yes, you, have everything inside you to be one of them. Believe in yourself. Stay persistent. Master your mindset. Take action. Protect your time. And watch how your life transforms. You ever look back on your life and think, I wish I had done things differently? Yeah, me too. Regret. It's one of the heaviest burdens a person can carry. It lingers in the back of your mind, whispering about missed opportunities, wrong decisions, and the time you can't get back. But what if I told you that regret isn't the end of the story? What if I told you that every regret holds a hidden opportunity? Today I want to share the secret that changed my life, the way I turned my regrets into my greatest successes, and you can do the same. Let me tell you a story. When I was younger, I had a business idea, a good one. I spent months planning, researching, and dreaming about it, but I never took action. I was too afraid of failing, too caught up in what ifs, and then someone else did it. They launched the same idea and it took off. I was devastated. I felt like I had missed my shot. For years, I let that regret eat at me. I would replay the scenario in my head, thinking about all the things I should have done. One day I realized something. Regret only has power over you if you let it. That experience taught me a crucial lesson. Opportunities don't disappear. They evolve. And if you keep looking forward instead of backward, you'll find another door waiting to be opened. Regret means you cared. Here's something most people don't realize. Regret is proof that you care. If you didn't care, you wouldn't feel the weight of that lost chance. And caring is powerful. It means you have passion, desire, and a vision for something better. So instead of running from regret, use it. Let it remind you of what truly matters to you. Ask yourself, why do I regret this? What does this tell me about what I really want? Your regrets can be the blueprint for your future success. Time isn't lost, it's a lesson. We think of regret as lost time, but time isn't lost. It's invested in wisdom. Every mistake, every missed chance, every failure, it's all teaching you something valuable. The question is, are you paying attention? If you regret not speaking up, that means you've learned the importance of having a voice. If you regret not starting earlier, that means you now understand the value of action. Regret isn't an anchor, it's a guide. Success belongs to those who move forward. The most successful people I know, they're not the ones who never made mistakes. They're the ones who didn't let their mistakes stop them. They felt the regret, learned the lesson, and moved forward. Every day you spend dwelling on the past is a day you could be building your future. The truth is, today is the perfect day to start again. Whatever you think you lost, you can rebuild. Whatever opportunity you think you missed, you can create a new one. The only way you truly lose is by giving up. So here's what I want you to do. Take a regret that's been weighing on you. Write it down. And next to it, write one thing you learned from it. That lesson, that's your power. That's your next step. And if you're ready to move forward, drop a comment below. Tell me one lesson you've learned from a past regret. Let's turn regret into fuel for something great. Life is short, my friend. Regret is a sign that you have more to give, more to do, more to become. Don't let it hold you back. Let it push you forward. If this message spoke to you, hit that like button and share this with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, your best days are still ahead of you. I'll see you in the next video. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly felt at peace? No rushing, no worrying, no endless to-do lists running through your mind? For most people, stress isn't just an occasional thing. It's their default state. And I get it. I've been there. Deadlines piling up, expectations weighing heavy, feeling like there's never enough time. But what if I told you that stress isn't the enemy? What if stress is actually a signal, a message from your mind telling you something needs to change? I want to share with you a simple but powerful life hack that transformed the way I deal with stress. It's not about working harder. It's not about ignoring your emotions. It's about self-leadership, taking control of how you respond to life's pressures instead of letting them control you. I remember early in my career, I was constantly on edge. My phone never stopped buzzing. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, heart pounding, worried about the next day. I thought success meant grinding non-stop. But one day I met a mentor who asked me a question that changed everything. He said, "Do you run your life or does your life run you?" That hit me like a ton of bricks, because the truth was, I wasn't in control. I was reacting. And that's the first lesson I want to share with you today. Lesson 1, control the controllable. Most of our stress comes from trying to control things we have no power over. Other people's opinions, the economy, unexpected problems. But what if you shifted your focus? Instead of wasting energy on what you can't control, put your energy into what you can control. Your attitude, your decisions, your response to challenges. The moment I stopped trying to control everything around me and started leading myself from within, my stress levels dropped dramatically. Sounds simple, right? But here's where most people struggle. Lesson 2, time is not the issue, priorities are. How often do you say, "I don't have time"? Be honest. But the truth is, you do have time. You're just spending it on things that don't truly matter. I used to tell myself I was too busy for exercise, for family, for my own well-being. But I had time to check emails 100 times a day. I had time to stress over things that never happened. One day I made a rule. If it's not a priority, it doesn't get my time. Every morning I write down just 3 things that truly matter. Not 10, not 20, just 3. And I commit to doing those first. That one shift gave me back control of my day. Try it. Tomorrow morning, ask yourself, what are the 3 things that actually move my life forward? Then do those first. Lesson 3, stress is energy, use it wisely. Stress isn't the enemy, it's energy. And energy can be transformed. Instead of letting stress drain you, use it to sharpen your focus. When I feel pressure, I don't fight it. I pause, I take a breath, and I ask myself, what is this stress trying to tell me? What action can I take right now to move forward? Most people freeze under stress. Leaders take action, even small steps. Final thought, lead yourself first. You don't have to be a CEO to be a leader. Leadership starts with you, how you manage your emotions, your time, your focus. The greatest power you have is choice. You can choose to be reactive, or you can choose to lead yourself with clarity and purpose. Stress doesn't have to run your life. You have the power to lead yourself out of it. So take a deep breath, write down your 3 priorities, and start leading from within. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments. What's one thing you're going to do differently starting today? And if you found this valuable, hit the like button and subscribe, because we're just getting started. You make thousands of decisions every day. Some are small, what to eat for breakfast, what shirt to wear. Others, they can change your entire future. Who you marry, what job you take, where you live. I've spent years running businesses, making deals, and leading teams. And let me tell you, making the right decisions isn't about luck. It's about science. A science most people never learn. Today, I'll share that secret with you. The trap of indecision. Let me ask you something. Have you ever stood in a supermarket aisle staring at 50 different types of cereal, completely stuck? That's called decision paralysis. Too many choices make you freeze. And guess what? It's the same in life. The more options you have, the harder it is to choose. When I started my first business, I overanalyzed everything. What name to pick, what colors to use, which software to buy. I wasted months. You know what finally got me moving? A simple rule. Make a decision and adjust as you go. Perfection is a lie. Progress is real. The hidden bias that holds you back. Let me tell you a story. Years ago, I had a friend who refused to leave his terrible job. He hated it, complained every day. But when I asked why he didn't quit, he said, "I've already been here 5 years. I can't just throw that away." That's called the sunk cost fallacy. It's when you stick with something bad just because you've already invested time, money, or effort. But let me tell you the truth. Your past does not control your future. Just because you've spent years in the wrong place doesn't mean you should spend one more second there. The best decision you can make is to let go and move forward. How successful people think differently. Here's something successful people do differently. They think in probabilities, not guarantees. Imagine you have 2 job offers. One is safe but pays little. The other is risky but could change your life. Most people say, "I don't know what will happen." But successful people say, "There's a 70% chance this risky job will pay off, and a 30% chance I'll have to try again." They weigh the odds. They make informed bets. They understand that no choice is 100% certain, but inaction guarantees failure. The power of a 5-second decision. Have you ever sat on the edge of your bed in the morning, debating whether to get up? Here's a trick I use. The 5-second rule. If I hesitate on something important, I count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I just do it. Why? Because your brain kills ideas before they start. The longer you wait, the more excuses you find. Action beats hesitation, always. The final secret, decide who you want to be. The best decision I ever made wasn't about money. It wasn't about business. It was about who I wanted to become. Most people let life push them around. They react, they drift. But the truly successful, they decide. I want you to ask yourself, who do I want to be in 5 years? Then start making decisions like that person today. Your life is shaped by your choices, the small ones, the big ones, the ones you make and the ones you avoid. So let's make a choice right now. A choice to be bold, a choice to move forward, a choice to become the best version of ourselves. If this message spoke to you, hit that like button, leave a comment on the best decision you ever made, and subscribe for more life-changing insights. Because the best time to make a great decision, it's right now. Departure, a simple word, yet one that carries the weight of entire lifetimes. Every one of us at some point will have to leave something behind. A job, a place, a relationship, a version of ourselves. And yet most of us fear it. We hold on, sometimes too tightly, sometimes too long. But what if I told you that learning how to depart is one of the greatest skills you can ever master? I've learned this lesson the hard way. Years ago, I was stuck in a business that drained me, in friendships that didn't align with my values, in habits that no longer served me. But I stayed, out of fear, out of comfort, out of the belief that if I just worked harder, things would get better. Sound familiar? The truth is, departure isn't just about leaving places. It's about growth. It's about recognizing when a chapter has ended and having the courage to start a new one. And let me tell you, every time I walked away from what no longer served me, something better was waiting on the other side. But let's be real, it's not easy. Our minds cling to the familiar. We tell ourselves, what if I fail? What if I regret it? What if I never find something better? But let me ask you this. this? What if you don't fail? What if this departure is exactly what you need to finally step into the life you were meant to live? I had a mentor once who told me, every goodbye is an invitation for something new. And I want you to think about that for a second. That job you're afraid to leave, that city you're scared to move away from, that relationship that's been weighing you down. What if letting go is the first step toward a life beyond your imagination? If you're standing at the edge of a departure right now, know this. Fear is normal, doubt is normal. But growth, that's a choice. And every major breakthrough in my life came when I finally chose to leave behind what no longer fit me. I didn't always know where I was going, but I knew I couldn't stay where I was. And that was enough. So here's my challenge for you. Take a moment today, reflect, ask yourself, what am I holding on to that no longer serves me? And then take one step, just one, toward the direction you know, deep down, is meant for you. Because life isn't about standing still. It's about movement, about evolution, about courage. And sometimes the greatest success isn't in holding on, but in knowing when it's time to let go. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your thoughts. What's one thing you're ready to let go of? Let's start a conversation. Until next time, keep moving forward. You work hard. You read the books. You listen to the podcasts. You chase self-improvement like it's the missing key to success. But what if I told you that self-improvement itself could be holding you back? That all this chasing might be the very reason you feel stuck? Let's talk about it. I know what it's like to want to be better, to feel like there's always something missing. Years ago, I devoured every success book I could find, attended every seminar, listened to every guru. I believed that if I just kept learning, kept refining, I'd finally arrive at success. But here's what I didn't realize. I was so obsessed with improving myself that I forgot to use what I already had. Self-improvement can be a trap. The more you chase it, the more you convince yourself you're not enough yet, that you need another book, another course, another routine before you can finally take action. But let me ask you this, when will it be enough? I've met brilliant people who never start their business because they're still learning how to start. I've seen people wait to apply for jobs because they feel they need one more certification. And I've met people who never pursue their passions because they're still working on their perfect morning routine. What if I told you, you're ready now? Real growth doesn't happen when you learn more. It happens when you start doing, when you take messy, imperfect action, when you stop trying to fix yourself and start trusting that who you are today is already enough to take the first step. Listen, I'm not saying self-improvement is bad. It's good to grow, to learn, to challenge yourself. But if you're using it as an excuse to delay action, it's time to rethink your approach. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. I want you to ask yourself, what's one thing I've been waiting to do? What's one step I can take today without waiting to feel ready? Whatever that is, do it. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. The best version of you isn't waiting on another book. It's waiting on you to take action. The choice is yours. Are you ready to stop improving and start doing? If this message spoke to you, don't just sit on it. Share it with someone who needs to hear this today. And if you're ready to take action, drop a comment below. What's one thing you've been putting off that you'll start today? Let's make it happen. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I need to be better? Maybe you want to be richer, smarter, more confident. Maybe you feel like you're not enough. I used to feel that way too. But let me tell you something. Most people spend their lives chasing a better version of themselves without ever stopping to ask, what does that really mean? Let's pause for a moment. Breathe. Think about it. If you believe the world, being better means having more. More money, more success, more things. But if you ask someone on their deathbed what they wish they did differently, You won't hear them say, I wish I made more money. They'll say, I wish I had spent more time with the people I love. I wish I had lived on my own terms. So let's redefine better. Lesson 1, a better you is not a perfect you. I once believed success meant being flawless. I chased perfection in my business and my personal life. And you know what happened? I was miserable. Then one day I met a man, a billionaire. He told me something that changed my life. He said, success isn't about perfection. It's about progress. A better you doesn't mean you never fail. It means you learn. It doesn't mean you never feel lost. It means you keep going. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start where you are, with what you have. Lesson 2, a better you focuses on what matters. There was a time when I worked 80-hour weeks thinking that grinding harder would make me successful. Then one evening my daughter asked, Daddy, why are you always too busy for me? That hit me. I realized I was building a life I wouldn't even have time to enjoy. So I made a rule. If it won't matter in 5 years, don't waste 5 minutes stressing about it. A better version of you isn't about working harder. It's about working on the right things. What truly matters? Your health, your family, your peace of mind. If you focus on these, you're already winning. Lesson 3, a better you learns to let go. I used to hold on to every mistake, every failure, every person who hurt me, carrying that weight around. Exhausting. Then I learned something. You can't grow if you're holding on to the past. Think of it like climbing a mountain. If your backpack is full of heavy rocks, regret, anger, self-doubt, you'll never make it to the top. So let go. Forgive yourself, forgive others, move forward. Final thoughts. The real definition of a better you. A better you isn't a future version of you. It's not some perfect, successful, flawless person you hope to become someday. A better you is the one who chooses growth today. The one who values time, embraces imperfection, and focuses on what truly matters. So here's my challenge for you. Take one step today, not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Drop a comment below. What's one thing you're letting go of today? I'll be reading. Let's inspire each other. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Because the journey to a better you, it starts right now. You ever wake up in the morning feeling stuck? Like time is slipping through your fingers, and no matter how much you try, you're not moving forward? I know that feeling. I've been there. But let me tell you something. 2025 can be different. Not because the year itself holds any magic, but because you do. I want to share with you the lessons that took me from being lost and uncertain to building a successful life. If you're tired of feeling stuck, of watching opportunities pass you by, then stay with me. This isn't just another motivation talk. This is a guide to real transformation. Lesson 1. Motivation is a muscle, not a miracle. Motivation isn't something you find. It's something you build. Most people wait for motivation to strike, like lightning from the sky. That's the biggest mistake. If I waited to feel motivated, I'd still be struggling. Motivation comes from action. You take the first step, and the energy follows. I remember when I started my first business. I was scared. I doubted myself. But I made a deal with myself. Every day, no matter what, I would take one step forward. Some days it was small. Some days it was big. But the momentum built up. And before I knew it, I was no longer forcing myself to work. I wanted to work. If you want to transform your life, stop waiting for motivation and start creating it. Lesson 2, your time is your power, use it wisely. If you knew that every dollar you spent was gone forever, would you waste it? No. But every day we waste time, scrolling, complaining, overthinking. Time is more valuable than money because you can never get it back. One habit that changed my life was tracking my time. For 1 week, I wrote down everything I did every hour. And guess what? I was wasting so much of it on things that didn't matter. The moment I started valuing my time, my life changed. Ask yourself, where is your time going? Is it building your future or stealing it from you? Lesson 3, self-discipline over feelings. Successful people don't rely on feelings. They rely on systems. Motivation may get you started, but discipline keeps you going. There will be days when you feel tired, discouraged, or uninspired. But those are the days that define you. There was a time when I didn't want to wake up early, didn't want to make the calls, didn't want to push through, but I made a promise to myself. I will show up no matter how I feel. That's what separates success from failure. Discipline is simply doing what you said you would do, even when you don't feel like it. Lesson 4, protect your mind. Your mind is a garden. Whatever you plant will grow. If you fill it with doubt, negativity, and distractions, that's what will take over. But if you plant confidence, knowledge, and belief, your mind will work for you, not against you. One of my biggest mistakes was surrounding myself with negative people early on. Their doubts became my doubts. The moment I changed my environment, choosing books over gossip, mentors over complainers, my mindset shifted. Look around you. Who is feeding your mind? What are you consuming? Protect your mind like your future depends on it, because it does. Lesson 5, the power of small wins. Too many people wait for a big breakthrough, but success is built on small wins. If you set a goal and achieve it, even if it's small, you build trust in yourself. I remember when I was struggling to stay consistent. I made a simple rule: one small win a day. Some days it was as small as reading 10 pages of a book. Other days it was closing a deal. But every single day I wanted something, and those small wins stacked up. If you want to change your life, start winning the small battles first. The big victories will follow. 2025 isn't going to change you. You have to change you. Your motivation, your time, your discipline, your mind. These are the tools, but they only work if you do. So I challenge you right now. Take one action, just one. Comment below. What's one thing you will do today to move forward? And if this message resonated with you, share it with someone who needs it. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time, right now. Let's make 2025 your year. Let's build the future together. Let me ask you something. How many times have you woken up feeling excited, ready to conquer the day, only for that energy to disappear by noon? We've all been there. You start strong, but somewhere between emails, responsibilities, and distractions, your motivation fades. I know that feeling well. Early in my career, I thought motivation was like a switch. You either had it or you didn't. But I learned the hard way. Motivation isn't something you wait for. It's something you build. And today I want to share with you the key ways I've learned to stay inspired every single day. Because when you learn how to create your own motivation, life stops feeling like a struggle. You wake up with purpose, you move with confidence, and suddenly success isn't a dream, it's your reality. 1. Start with your why. Before we talk about motivation, let's talk about why you do what you do. If you don't have a strong reason behind your actions, motivation won't last. When I started my business, I wasn't just chasing money. My why was freedom, the ability to control my time, to provide for my family, to build something meaningful. On the hard days, my why kept me going. Take a moment right now, ask yourself, why do I want what I want? If your reason isn't strong enough, dig deeper, because when your why is powerful, quitting isn't an option. 2. Motivation comes from action, not the other way around. Most people think they need motivation before they start something. That's the biggest mistake. Motivation actually comes after you take action. I'll tell you a secret. There were days I didn't feel like working, but I showed up anyway. I told myself, just start. 5 minutes turned into an hour, and before I knew it, I was in the flow. Next time you don't feel motivated, don't wait. Just do one small thing. Write one sentence, take one step, make one call. Action creates momentum, and momentum keeps you moving forward. 3. Design your environment for success. Let's be real. Motivation doesn't survive in a negative environment. If you surround yourself with distractions, toxic people, and habits that drain you, how can you stay inspired? I had to change my environment. I cut out the noise, stopped watching endless news, spent less time around people who doubted me. Instead, I filled my space with books, uplifting music, and people who challenged me to grow. Look around you. What's in your environment? Is it pushing you forward or holding you back? Change what needs to be changed. 4. Feed your mind daily. I make it a rule. Every day I feed my mind with something positive. A book, a podcast, a conversation with someone I admire. You can't expect to stay motivated if you are constantly consuming negativity. Imagine your mind as a garden. What you plant grows. If you plant fear and doubt, that's what you'll get. But if you plant ideas, inspiration, and knowledge, you'll grow into something unstoppable. Make a habit, 10 minutes a day. Learn something new. It changes everything. 5. Keep promises to yourself. This is the most important lesson I've learned. Self-respect comes from keeping promises to yourself. Every time you say you'll do something and don't, you lose trust in yourself. But every time you follow through, even in small ways, you build confidence. Start small. If you say you'll wake up at 6 a.m., do it. If you promise to exercise, don't skip it. Because when you prove to yourself that you can be trusted, you don't need motivation. You have discipline. And discipline wins every time. Your life is in your hands. At the end of the day, motivation is like a flame. It needs fuel. Your why, your actions, your environment, your mindset. These are your fuel sources. And here's the best part. You have control over all of them. I want you to take one thing from this video. You don't need to wait for motivation. You already have everything you need to create it. Now go out there and make today count. You ever catch yourself thinking, I'm not good enough? Success is for others, not me. I know I have. In the early days of my business, I'd wake up with doubts heavy on my chest. What if I fail? What if I'm not smart enough? And guess what? That kind of thinking, it held me back. But one day I made a small change. I started speaking to myself differently, not in fear, but in power. I want you to try this right now. Say this with me. I am capable. I am strong. I deserve success. Feels different, doesn't it? That's the power of affirmations. Simple words can rewire your mind, shape your reality, and transform your life. And today, I'm going to show you how. 1. Your words create your reality. When I was starting out, I'd tell myself, business is hard, money is hard to earn. And guess what? It was. Then I met a mentor who told me, change your words, change your world. So I tried a new phrase. Opportunities are everywhere. I attract success. And something shifted. I started seeing possibilities instead of problems. So tell me, what words are you using on yourself? Say this with me. I am attracting wealth. I am open to success. If you repeat this daily, your brain will start looking for ways to make it real. That's not magic, it's science. Your brain follows what you believe. 2. Overcoming fear with affirmations. Fear is sneaky. It whispers, you can't do it. What if you fail? But let me tell you a secret. Fear is just a habit. And like any habit, it can be replaced. I used to be terrified of making mistakes. Then one day I switched my self-talk. Instead of saying, what if I fail? I asked, what if I succeed? Say it with me. I am fearless. I embrace challenges. I grow from every experience. You see, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite it. 3. The power of gratitude affirmations. There was a time I was chasing success so hard I forgot to appreciate what I already had. And when you focus on what's missing, you'll always feel empty. Then I started a new habit. Every morning, before checking my phone, I'd say, I am grateful for today. I am blessed with endless opportunities. Try it. Even if things aren't perfect, say, I am thankful for what I have. More blessings are on the way. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance, and abundance attracts more abundance. 4. The most powerful affirmation of all. You want to know the most powerful phrase that changed my life? I am enough. Not I will be enough when I make more money. Not I'll be worthy when I achieve more. Just, I am enough. Because success doesn't start when you become someone else. Success starts when you believe who you are today is enough to begin. Say it with me. I am enough. I am worthy. I am exactly where I need to be. Now I have a challenge for you. For the next 21 days, speak these affirmations daily. Say them out loud. Feel them. Let them become part of you. And tell me in the comments which affirmation speaks to you the most. You are powerful. You are capable. You are enough, and I believe in you. Now go out there and make today count. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to succeed effortlessly while others struggle, even when they work just as hard? The difference isn't luck or talent, it's mindset. Today, I'm going to share with you simple yet powerful mindset shifts that took me from struggling to thriving. If you stick with me until the end, I promise you'll see the world and your potential in a whole new way. First, stop focusing on what you lack. Focus on what you can create. Years ago, I was caught in the same trap many people fall into, thinking about what I didn't have. I didn't have enough money. I didn't have enough connections. I didn't have the right background. One day, a mentor asked me a question that changed everything. What can you create with what you already have? That single shift changed my life. Instead of focusing on limitations, I started looking at opportunities. I leveraged my skills, my energy, and my ability to learn. And before I knew it, doors started opening. Lesson: your future isn't built on what you lack. It's built on what you do with what you have. 2, replace excuses with action. I used to be a master of excuses. I'm too tired. I don't have enough time. It's too risky. But then I realized something. Successful people don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it. If you find yourself making excuses, pause and ask, what's one small action I can take right now? Success isn't about giant leaps. It's about small, consistent steps. The moment you replace excuses with action, you take back control of your life. 3, view failures as lessons, not defeats. I'll be honest with you. I've failed more times than I can count. I've made bad investments, started businesses that collapsed, and lost money. But here's what I've learned. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every setback taught me something valuable. Every mistake made me stronger. If you shift your mindset to see failure as a lesson rather than a loss, nothing can stop you. The key is to ask, what can I learn from this? Then take that lesson and keep moving forward. 4, surround yourself with the right people. You are a product of your environment. If you spend time with people who complain, make excuses, and stay stuck, you'll do the same. But if you surround yourself with people who push boundaries, dream big, and take action, you'll naturally rise to their level. Take a moment to think, are the people around me lifting me up or holding me back? If necessary, find new mentors, friends, or communities that align with your growth. 5, make time work for you. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make is wasting time on things that don't move them forward. Mindless scrolling, meaningless distractions, overthinking. Time is your most valuable resource, and once it's gone, you don't get it back. Instead of saying, I don't have time, say, this isn't my priority. Because the truth is, you make time for what matters. If something is important to you, schedule it, commit to it, and protect it. Use your time wisely and success will follow. These mindset shifts aren't just theories. They're real, and they work. I've seen them transform my life, and I know they can transform yours too. But knowledge alone isn't enough. You have to take action. So tell me, what's one mindset shift you're going to apply starting today? Drop it in the comments below. If you found value in this, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're ready to level up your mindset, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, remember, success starts in your mind. Make the shift and watch what happens. If you walk into a room and people immediately gravitate toward you, you've mastered something powerful. Charisma. But here's the truth. Charisma isn't something you're born with. It's something you develop. And in today's world where distractions are everywhere and attention is fleeting, being engaging isn't just an asset, it's a necessity. I wasn't always like this. There was a time I struggled to hold people's attention. I'd speak and they'd nod politely but glance at their watches. Then I learned the secret. Charisma isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's about how you make people feel. So let's talk about mastering charisma and staying engaging. Anytime, anywhere. The power of presence. Most people think they're present, but they're really just waiting for their turn to speak. Have you ever talked to someone who made you feel like the most important person in the room? That's presence. And the secret? Listen, really listen. When you're fully engaged, people feel it. I remember sitting across from a billionaire mentor of mine. He had the weight of an empire on his shoulders. Yet when he spoke to me, I felt like I was the only person that mattered. He wasn't checking his phone. He wasn't distracted. He was present. And that presence, it's unforgettable. Speak less, say more. Ever notice how the most captivating speakers don't rush? They take their time. They pause. They let their words sink in. Charismatic people understand that confidence isn't in how much you say, It's in how you say it. Early in my career, I thought speaking fast made me sound smart. In reality, it made me sound anxious. When I learned to slow down, to choose my words with intention, everything changed. People started listening, because when you value your words, so will others. Authenticity over perfection. Charismatic people aren't perfect, they're real. Vulnerability is magnetic. People don't connect with flawless, they connect with genuine. When I started being honest about my failures, about the fears I faced, people leaned in. They saw themselves in my story. You don't need to impress people, you need to connect with them. And connection comes from truth. When you show up as yourself, flaws and all, you become relatable, and that's when people truly engage. The energy you bring. Every room you walk into, you bring energy, and people feel it before you even say a word. If you walk in with hesitation, doubt, or negativity, it spreads. But if you bring warmth, confidence, and enthusiasm, people respond in kind. Before I step onto a stage, before I meet someone important, I remind myself, energy is contagious. If I want engagement, I have to bring it first. That's the law of reciprocity. You give and you get. The power of questions. Want to be unforgettable? Ask great questions. Most people talk about themselves, but the truly charismatic, they're curious about others. I once met a CEO who had built $1 billion company. Instead of talking about himself, he asked me, "What's the biggest lesson life has taught you so far?" That question sparked a conversation I'll never forget. The best way to keep someone engaged is to engage with them first. At the end of the day, charisma isn't about tricks. It's about connection. It's about making people feel seen, heard, and valued. If you can do that, you won't just stay engaging, you'll be unforgettable. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 principles spoke to you the most? Drop it in the comments below. And if you're ready to take your presence to the next level, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Until next time, stay present, stay authentic, and keep inspiring. Let me ask you something. Have you ever hesitated to take a chance because you were sure it wouldn't work out? Or felt completely certain something would happen, only to be proven wrong? Maybe you've held back from starting a business, asking for a raise, or taking an opportunity because your mind convinced you the risk was too high. Well, what if I told you your mind is playing tricks on you, and it's been doing it your entire life? Today, I'm going to show you exactly how your brain distorts reality, why you often misjudge risks, fear the wrong things, and overlook golden opportunities. And by the end of this video, you'll know how to break free from these illusions and start making smarter, better decisions. Let's dive in. 1. The probability illusion. Why your mind gets it wrong. Picture this. You're watching the news, they're talking about a shark attack. The next day, you go to the beach, but suddenly the water looks dangerous. Now, logically, you know the odds of a shark attack are microscopic. But still, your gut tells you, better stay out of the water. Why does this happen? This is called the availability heuristic. When something is vivid, emotional, or shocking, your brain assumes it's more likely to happen than it actually is. This same bias is why people are afraid of flying, but drive every day, despite the fact that driving is way more dangerous. It's why people play the lottery, convinced they might win, even though the chances are close to zero. And it's why many people hesitate to start a business. They focus on stories of failure rather than success. But here's the truth. Your gut feeling about probabilities is almost always wrong. So, what's one fear you've been overestimating? What's one opportunity you've been underestimating? Take a second, think about it. Now let's go deeper. 2, the comfort illusion. Why playing it safe is the most dangerous move. Let me tell you about a guy I know. Let's call him Mark. Mark had a great job, good salary, benefits, stability. But deep down, he had a dream. He wanted to start his own business. Every year he'd say, maybe next year. But he never took the leap. Why? Because his mind convinced him that staying put was safer, that taking a risk was too dangerous. Now fast forward 10 years. The company he worked for downsized. Mark was laid off, and suddenly the safe choice didn't seem so safe anymore. You see, we underestimate the risks of inaction. We think that standing still is the safest move, but in reality, it's just a slow way to lose. The job you think is safe, it could disappear. The opportunity you're afraid to take, it might never come again. So let me ask you, what is your fear of change costing you? Think about that. Because the biggest risk in life is never taking one. 3. The decision illusion. How gut feelings can lead you astray. We've all heard the advice, trust your gut. But here's the harsh truth. Your gut is often wrong. Years ago, I was faced with a big decision. 2 investment opportunities. One was flashy, exciting, and felt like a sure thing. The other was boring, predictable, but stable. My gut told me to go with the flashy one. So I did, and guess what? I lost a lot of money. Why? Because my brain fell into a common trap, heuristic-driven bias. It relied on emotions and mental shortcuts instead of logic and facts. And we do this all the time. We buy things based on how they make us feel, not whether we actually need them. We listen to confident people instead of knowledgeable people. We chase trends instead of making smart, long-term moves. So the next time you're making a big decision, ask yourself, am I reacting emotionally or logically? Am I choosing the easy path or the right path? If I were advising a friend, what would I tell them to do? Pause, reflect. Make a wise choice, not just an easy one. So what have we learned? Your mind tricks you into overestimating risks and underestimating opportunities. Playing it safe is often the riskiest move of all. Your gut feelings, while powerful, are not always correct. But here's the good news. Now you know. And when you see the illusions, you can break free from them. You can start making decisions based on reality, not fear. So here's my challenge to you. Identify one fear you've been overestimating. Identify one opportunity you've been underestimating. And today, take one small step toward it. Because at the end of the day, your life is shaped by the choices you make right now. So choose wisely. Now it's your turn. Comment below, what's one fear that has held you back? Like and share this video to help others break free from their mental illusions. Subscribe to Edify 369 for more eye-opening insights. Did you know that nearly 70% of people, yes, even the most successful entrepreneurs, CEOs, and industry leaders, have felt like a fraud at some point? Like they don't deserve their success? Maybe you felt it too. The fear that one day people will find out you're not as capable as they think. But here's the truth. You are not a fraud. You are more than your doubts. Today, I'm going to show you how to break free from imposter syndrome and step into the confidence you deserve. Imposter syndrome is that nagging voice in your head telling you that you're not good enough, that your achievements were just luck, that any moment now, people will realize you don't belong. I've been there. In my early years of building my business, I'd walk into meetings feeling like a kid pretending to be an executive. I'd achieved success, but I still felt like I wasn't worthy of it. Sound familiar? That's because imposter syndrome isn't about reality. It's about perception. And the good news? You can change that perception. This feeling isn't just in your head. It comes from years of external pressures. Society telling us that success should look effortless, that real leaders don't have doubts. But let me ask you this. Have you ever met someone who never doubted themselves? Exactly. Self-doubt isn't a weakness. It's a sign that you care. But when it controls you, that's when it becomes a problem. So how do you break free? Let's talk about 3 powerful shifts that helped me and can help you too. 1. Reframe your thoughts. Instead of thinking, I don't belong here, tell yourself, I am learning and growing into this role. Your mind believes what you repeatedly tell it. Choose a narrative that serves you, not one that limits you. 2. Embrace vulnerability. Do you think the greatest leaders have no doubts? Number. What sets them apart is that they own their struggles. The moment I started admitting when I didn't know something, I actually gained more respect, not less. People value authenticity over perfection. 3. Build a support network. Who you surround yourself with matters. If you're constantly around people who doubt themselves, you'll absorb that energy. Find mentors, peers, and communities that uplift you, and you'll start seeing yourself differently. Let me leave you with this. Feeling like an imposter doesn't mean you're unqualified. It means you're growing. True confidence isn't about never doubting yourself. It's about moving forward despite the doubt. So next time imposter syndrome creeps in, I want you to pause and remind yourself, you are capable, you are worthy, and you belong. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you ever struggled with imposter syndrome? What helped you overcome it? And if you found this helpful, check out my other videos on self-growth and success. I'll see you in the next one. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you did something without expecting anything in return? No praise, no applause, no reciprocation, just pure action aligned with your purpose. Most people live in a cycle of expectation. They give with conditions, they work for recognition, and when things don't go their way, they feel frustrated, disappointed, even lost. I've been there. Early in my career, I expected support. I expected loyalty. I expected things to go according to my plan. But life doesn't work that way. And here's the truth. Expect nothing from no one, and you will gain everything. When I stopped expecting people to help me, I became unstoppable. Because here's the secret. No one owes you anything. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you step into real power. Your purpose is your responsibility. Your dreams, your vision are yours to execute. Stop waiting for validation. Stop waiting for permission. The world is full of distractions and opinions, but none of that should matter if you're truly committed to your path. Let me tell you a story. When I started my first business, I expected my closest friends to support me. I thought they'd be my first customers, but instead they doubted me. Some even laughed at my ambition. It hurt. It made me question myself. But then I realized expecting their support was my mistake, not theirs. So I made a choice. I focused on my work. I honed my skills. I showed up every day with the mindset that my success depended on me and no one else. And that's when everything changed. My business grew, not because of external validation, but because I stopped seeking it. You see, when you remove expectation, you free yourself from disappointment. When you focus on your purpose, you build resilience. And when you operate from a place of pure action, without waiting for a handout, the universe responds. Opportunities appear. The right people enter your life. And success follows not because you waited for it, but because you created it. So here's what I want you to remember. Work in silence. Let your results make the noise. Give without expecting. Act without waiting. Create without needing approval. And most importantly, live your purpose. Not for applause, but because it's who you are. You owe it to yourself to show up every day, fully committed to your journey. Expect nothing, but give everything. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments. How are you choosing to live your purpose today? Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Let's build a community of action takers, not just dreamers. Until next time, keep growing, keep pushing, and most importantly, keep living your purpose. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's not a stroke of luck, nor is it reserved for the chosen few. It's built brick by brick, step by step, by those who make a plan and take action. And today, I want to share with you how I transformed my vision into reality and how you can do the same. See, the difference between a dream and a goal is a plan. You have aspirations, ambitions, things you want to achieve, but without a roadmap, you'll find yourself going in circles. When I started my journey, I had big dreams, but no structure. I was eager, but without direction. And that's when I realized something that changed everything. Success is simply the result of small, consistent steps in the right direction. So let's talk about what it really takes to make a plan and develop action steps that will move you forward. Step 1, get clear on your vision. What do you truly want? Not what others expect of you, not what society deems successful, but what you deeply desire. Clarity is power. Write it down, visualize it, make it tangible. The more defined your vision, the easier it becomes to shape your path. Step 2, break it down. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Take that big vision and break it into manageable steps. Think of it like climbing a mountain. You don't leap to the peak, you take one step at a time. When I built my first company, I didn't focus on building an empire. I focused on making the first sale, then the next. Small wins add up. What's one thing you can do today that moves you closer to your goal? Step 3, set deadlines and commit. A dream stays a dream until you give it a timeline. Assign deadlines to your goals, but more importantly, hold yourself accountable. Treat your commitments to yourself as sacred. When I first started out, I made it a rule. If it's on my schedule, I do it. No excuses. That discipline changed my life. Step 4, self-reflection. Check in with yourself. Are your actions aligning with your goals? Are you making progress? Success isn't about never failing. It's about constantly adjusting. When things don't go as planned, don't see it as failure. See it as feedback. Learn, pivot, and keep going. Lastly, step 5. Take action. This is where most people hesitate. They wait for the perfect moment, the right opportunity. But let me tell you something. Perfection is an illusion. The best time to start? Right now. Your future self will thank you for every small step you take today. So let me ask you, what's one thing you can do today that brings you closer to your goal? Write it down, commit to it, and take that first step. Because success isn't built on wishes, it's built on action, and your journey starts now. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe for more insights, and comment below. What's one action step you're committing to today? Let's build success together. I'll see you in the next video. Stay focused, stay intentional, and keep taking action. Have you ever asked yourself, why am I doing this? What's the purpose behind my work, my goals, my life? If you haven't, you should. Because without a clear why, you're just running in circles, chasing success without fulfillment, wealth without meaning, time without direction. And trust me, I've been there. When I first started my journey in business, I was hungry for success. I worked tirelessly, made deals, chased every opportunity that came my way. But despite the financial wins, something was missing. I felt like I was moving fast, but going nowhere. It wasn't until I discovered my why, my core purpose, that everything changed. And today, I want to help you do the same. Your why is the fuel behind your actions. It's what keeps you going when things get tough, what makes the late nights and early mornings worth it, what gives your work and life real meaning. And here's how you find it. 1. Reflect on your passions and values. Ask yourself, what truly excites me? What problems do I love solving? What impact do I want to leave on the world? Your passions and values are clues to your purpose. When I realized that my greatest joy came from helping others grow, not just in business, but in life, I saw a bigger mission beyond just making money. That realization became my compass. 2. Look at your struggles. Sometimes your greatest why is hidden in your toughest challenges. The obstacles you've overcome, the pain you've endured, these experiences shape your purpose. My early struggles taught me resilience, discipline, and the importance of lifting others up. Your story has power. Use it to shape your mission. 3. Write your mission statement. Once you've identified your why, put it into words. A mission statement is a simple but powerful declaration of what you stand for. Here's mine. To inspire and empower individuals to create a life of purpose, impact, and fulfillment. Your mission statement should be clear, actionable, and something that excites you every day. When you operate with purpose, everything changes. You don't just work, you build. You don't just chase success, you create meaning. And you don't just live, you thrive. Take time today to reflect on your why and craft your mission statement. Write it down. Say it out loud. Let it guide your decisions. And remember, success isn't just about how much you achieve, but how aligned you are with your true purpose. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your why? Drop it in the comments below. And if this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Let's build a life of purpose together. See you in the next one. Success is an interesting thing. We chase it, we sacrifice for it. And sometimes, when we think we've finally caught it, we realize we were running in the wrong direction all along. Today, I want to share something deeper with you. Not strategies, not shortcuts, but an honest reflection on life, business, and what truly matters. I remember when I was younger, I thought success was all about wealth, about status. I believed if I worked hard enough, if I kept pushing, if I outworked everyone in the room, I would finally feel fulfilled. And for a while I did. But the truth, I was so focused on achieving that I forgot to live. Here's something no one tells you. Success without self-awareness is an empty victory. You see, we get so caught up in the hustle that we forget to ask ourselves the most important questions. Why are we doing this? What are we truly working for? And when was the last time we sat in silence and listened? Not to the noise of the world, but to ourselves. Reflection is not a luxury, it's a necessity. If you don't take the time to reflect, life will force you to. Through setbacks, through losses, through those moments where you suddenly realize you've been running in circles. I've learned this the hard way. I built businesses, I made money, but the most valuable thing I ever gained was self-awareness. Let me share 3 key reflections that changed my life. Key reflection 1, time is your most valuable asset. When I was younger, I wasted time like I had an unlimited supply. Now I guard it like treasure. You can make more money, but you can never make more time. So ask yourself, where is your time really going? Are you investing it in things that matter, or are you just spending it? Key reflection 2, success without purpose is hollow success. On its own is just a word. What gives it meaning is the purpose behind it. If your only goal is to win, you might reach the finish line only to realize you were running the wrong race. Define your why, because without it, success will always feel like a moving target. Key reflection 3, your mindset shapes your reality. The world outside of you is a reflection of the world inside of you. If you carry fear, doubt, and negativity, that's what you'll see. If you cultivate gratitude, clarity, and confidence, the world opens up in ways you never imagined. Master your mindset and you'll master your life. So, here's my challenge to you. Take a moment today, just a few minutes, to sit in silence. Reflect on where you are, what you truly want, and who you're becoming in the process. Because success is not just about what you achieve, it's about who you are while achieving it. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's build a community of growth, wisdom, and true success together. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more honest conversations about life, business, and becoming your best self. See you in the next one. You know, I used to think success was all about talent and luck. But over the years, I realized something far more powerful: goal setting. And not just setting any goals, but setting the right goals in the right way. Today, I'm going to share with you the lessons that transformed my life and helped me achieve everything I once dreamed of. If you're serious about making the most of your time and potential, listen closely, because this will change your perspective forever. Lesson 1, clarity is power. The first lesson I learned is that vague goals lead to vague results. If you want to succeed, you have to be crystal clear about what you want. Don't just say, I want to be successful. Define it. Is it financial freedom? Is it building a thriving business? Is it impacting lives? Clarity gives your mind direction. When I started, I sat down and wrote exactly what I wanted, down to the last detail. And that's when everything changed. Lesson 2, the power of a plan. A dream without a plan is just a wish. Once you have clarity, break your goal into steps. Think of it like climbing a mountain. You don't reach the top in one leap. You take it step by step. When I started my first business, I didn't focus on making millions overnight. I focused on my first sale, my first happy customer, my first milestone. Small wins create momentum, and momentum leads to success. Lesson 3, discipline over motivation. Motivation is great, but it's unreliable. Some days you won't feel like working. That's where discipline comes in. I wake up at 5 a.m. every day, not because I always want to, but because I made a promise to myself. The secret is creating routines that push you forward even when you don't feel like it. Because success doesn't care about your mood. It rewards your actions. Lesson 4, adapt but never quit. There were times I felt like giving up, but one thing I learned is that failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. If you set a goal and things don't go as planned, adapt, learn, adjust, but never quit. Every challenge you face is a lesson disguised as an obstacle. I've lost money. I've faced rejection. But every setback prepared me for something bigger. Lesson 5, time is your greatest asset. Most people think money is their biggest asset. It's not. Time is. You can make more money, but you can never make more time. That's why I plan every day with intention. I eliminate distractions, I focus on high-value tasks, and I protect my energy. If you truly want to achieve your goals, ask yourself, are you using your time wisely? because every second wasted is a second you'll never get back. At the end of the day, goal setting isn't just about achievement. It's about living with purpose. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. So take a moment right now. Think about your goals. Write them down. Make a plan. And most importantly, take action, because your future is waiting for you to create it. If this resonated with you, do me a favor. Like this video, subscribe for more life-changing insights, and drop a comment below with one goal you're committing to today. Let's build success together. I'll see you in the next video. Life is happening right now, not tomorrow, not next week, not someday in the future, but right now. And the question is, are you in control of it, or is it controlling you? Too many of us go through life on autopilot, reacting to situations instead of shaping them. Today, I want to talk to you about taking control of your life and your mind so you can live with purpose, clarity, and power. I remember a time when I felt like life was just happening to me. Every day felt like a routine, like I was running in circles, making decisions based on circumstances instead of choices. Then one day I realized something. My mind was my greatest asset, but I was letting it run wild, filled with distractions, doubts, and worries. And if I couldn't master my mind, how could I master my life? Lesson 1, control your mindset. The first step to taking control of your life is taking control of your thoughts. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your thoughts. If you wake up thinking, I'm stuck, I'm not good enough, I don't have what it takes, then you will manifest exactly that. But if you train your mind to say, every day I'm growing, I have the power to shape my destiny. My setbacks are setups for comebacks. Then everything shifts. You start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. You develop the mindset of a leader, not a follower. Lesson 2, discipline equals freedom. Most people think freedom means doing whatever they want, whenever they want. But real freedom comes from discipline. The discipline to wake up early and work on your dreams. The discipline to say no to distractions. The discipline to take care of your body, your mind, and your goals. Every successful person I know, every mentor I've had, they didn't wait for motivation. They created habits that made success inevitable. Because motivation fades, but habits stay. Lesson 3, your time is your life. Think about this. If someone tried to steal your money, you'd be furious. But every single day, distractions are stealing your time. Social media, meaningless gossip, negative influences, and you don't even notice. Your time is your most valuable asset. Guard it fiercely, invest it wisely. Spend it on things that move you forward, not on things that drain you. Lesson 4, surround yourself with winners. If you spend time with 5 people who complain all day, guess what? You'll be the 6th. But if you spend time with 5 people who are driven, focused, and constantly growing, you'll be the next success story. Energy is contagious. Choose your circle wisely. Choose to be around people who challenge you, who inspire you, who push you to be better. So let me ask you, are you truly in control of your life? Or are you letting the world, other people, and distractions dictate your path? The choice is yours. You have the power to take control. Start today. Start now. If this message resonates with you, drop a comment below. I'm in control. And if you found value in this, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Hit that subscribe button and join me on this journey of growth. Remember, you don't just get what you wish for, you get what you work for. Ever wondered why some people seem to attract success effortlessly while others struggle? The answer lies in the power of the law of attraction. In this video, a highly successful businessman shares his wisdom, life-changing experiences, and the key mindset shifts that have shaped his journey. Discover how you too can manifest abundance, opportunities, and happiness with simple yet profound mindset shifts. Don't just watch. Apply these lessons to transform your life. If this message resonates with you, hit the like button, comment with your biggest takeaway, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Your journey to success begins now. Success is not a coincidence. It is not luck. It is not about being born into the right family or having the perfect circumstances. I've built my life on one fundamental truth. You attract what you focus on. I want you to imagine for a moment, if your mind were a garden, what kind of seeds are you planting every day? Are they seeds of doubt, fear, and limitation? Or are they seeds of abundance, belief, and opportunity? The law of attraction works like this. What you continuously focus on, you invite into your life. You see, I wasn't always successful. Years ago, I was struggling, drowning in self-doubt, and stuck in a cycle of negativity. I used to ask, why does nothing ever work out for me? But then one day I realized something. My thoughts were shaping my reality. The energy I put out into the world was the same energy coming back to me. Lesson 1, your thoughts create your reality. I decided to shift my thinking. Instead of dwelling on problems, I started visualizing solutions. Instead of focusing on what I lacked, I focused on what I wanted. And then something incredible happened. Opportunities started appearing. The right people came into my life. My business took off. My relationships improved. I had reprogrammed my mind for success. So I challenge you. The next time you catch yourself thinking negatively, stop. Reframe it. Instead of saying, I can't afford this, say, how can I afford this? Instead of thinking, I'll never be successful, say, I am on my way to greatness. Lesson 2, gratitude is the key to abundance. One of the most powerful lessons I've learned is the practice of gratitude. You cannot attract abundance if you constantly focus on what you don't have. When I started writing down 3 things I was grateful for every morning, my perspective changed. The more I appreciated, the more I received. It's a simple shift, but it rewires your brain to expect and attract good things. Lesson 3, take inspired action. The law of attraction is not about sitting back and waiting for miracles. It's about aligning your thoughts with action. When you have a clear vision of what you want, take steps toward it. The universe rewards movement. Even the smallest step forward is a step in the right direction. Your mind is your most powerful tool. You have the ability to attract success, love, and happiness, but it starts with you. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, these shape your future. So tell me, what will you focus on starting today? Drop a comment below and let me know the biggest lesson you're taking from this video. If this message resonated with you, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an opportunity to grow. Remember, success isn't about luck, it's about mindset. And you have the power to create the life you deserve. If you feel stuck, overwhelmed, or like you're not living up to your full potential, I want you to know this: you're not alone. The truth is, success isn't about luck or talent alone. It's about programming your mind to think, act, and respond differently. Today, I'm going to share with you the steps and processes I use to reprogram myself for success, and how you can too. Let's begin. Years ago, I was just like many of you. I doubted myself. I let fear control my decisions. I chased success without understanding what it truly meant. Until one day I realized I needed to reprogram my mind. The way I thought, the way I spoke to myself, the habits I followed every day. Everything had to change. And that's where the transformation began. Step 1, awareness, recognizing your mental programming. The first step to reprogramming yourself is awareness. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what beliefs are running in the background of my mind? Are they serving me or are they holding me back? I used to believe that success was only for people with connections or resources. That was a lie I had to unlearn. Success is for those who dare to believe they can create it. What's a belief that's holding you back? Identify it, write it down, challenge it. Because once you see it for what it is, a limiting belief, you can begin to change it. Step 2, rewriting your internal story. Once I identified the thoughts that weren't serving me, I replaced them with new ones. I wrote down affirmations like, I am capable, I am resilient, I create my own success. At first it felt unnatural, but the more I repeated them, the more my brain accepted them as truth. And guess what? My reality started to change. I remember the first time I closed a major deal. It wasn't luck, it was confidence. Confidence built from the new thoughts I had programmed into my mind. You see, your brain is like a computer. What you feed it, good or bad, becomes your reality. So start feeding it thoughts that serve you. Step 3, the power of daily habits. Reprogramming isn't just about thoughts, it's about habits. I committed to small daily actions that reinforced my new mindset. Waking up early, reading for growth, practicing gratitude, exercising. These weren't just activities, they were rewiring my brain for success. What are your daily habits? Are they leading you to success or keeping you where you are? Remember, success isn't built in a day, it's built daily. Step 4, surrounding yourself with the right environment. The people you surround yourself with play a major role in your programming. I had to distance myself from negativity and seek out mentors, books, and environments that fueled my growth. If you want to grow, surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better. One of my mentors once told me, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. That advice changed my life. I sought out rooms where I could learn, where I could be challenged, and that's when real growth happened. Step 5, taking action and trusting the process. Finally, none of this matters if you don't take action. You can rewrite your beliefs, build the right habits, and surround yourself with the right people. But if you don't act, nothing changes. I failed many times before I succeeded, but each failure was a lesson that reprogrammed me to be stronger, smarter, and more resilient. Success isn't about being perfect. It's about being persistent. The process of reprogramming yourself isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. Trust the process. Take the first step today. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Reprogram it for greatness. Believe in yourself. Take action and watch how your life transforms. If this video inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Remember, your future is in your hands. Make it count. Success isn't just about luck, connections, or even talent. It's about habits, small daily actions that compound over time, shaping who we become. Today, I want to share with you the 7 habits that transformed my life and the lives of countless successful people I've met. Pay close attention, because one of these might just be the key to unlocking your next breakthrough. Habit number 1, they master their mornings. The way you start your day determines how the rest of it unfolds. Successful people don't wake up and dive straight into chaos. They own their mornings. I wake up early, spend time in silence, journal my thoughts, and visualize my goals. It's not about waking up at 4 a.m. It's about starting your day with intention. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? If you reach for your phone, it's time to rethink that habit. Habit number 2, they focus on growth, not perfection. Perfection is an illusion. Growth is real. Early in my career, I wasted time trying to make everything flawless. The truth, the most successful people take action, fail fast, learn, and keep moving. Progress over perfection every single time. So what's that one thing you've been waiting to start because it's not perfect yet? Start now. Habit number 3, they protect their energy. Your energy is your most valuable currency. Who you spend time with, what you consume, mentally and emotionally, shapes your mindset. I've learned to say no to distractions, toxic relationships, and draining activities. Take a moment and ask yourself what or who is stealing your energy right now. It might be time to let go. Habit number 4, they take responsibility. Successful people never play the victim. They own their choices, their failures, and their growth. Early on, I blamed circumstances for my struggles. But the moment I took full responsibility for my life, everything changed. If something isn't working, ask yourself, what can I do to change this? The power is always in your hands. Habit number 5, they stay consistent. Talent means nothing without consistency. I've met brilliant people who never made it because they lacked discipline. On the other hand, I've seen ordinary people achieve extraordinary success simply because they showed up every day. The secret? Small, consistent actions over time. What's one thing you can commit to daily that will bring you closer to your goal? Habit number 6, they make time for reflection. In the rush of success, we often forget to pause. But reflection isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Every week I ask myself, what worked, what didn't, What can I do better? Clarity comes in moments of stillness. If you're always running, you'll never truly see where you're going. When was the last time you sat in silence and reflected on your life? Habit number 7, they give more than they take. The most successful people I know are also the most generous. They give their time, knowledge, and energy freely, knowing that success isn't just about what you get, it's about what you give. I used to chase money, but when I shifted my focus to serving others, everything changed. If you want more abundance in your life, start giving. Success isn't about luck or magic, it's about habits. And the beautiful thing about habits, you get to choose them. So which of these habits will you start implementing today? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you found this valuable, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We have so much more to uncover together. Your success starts here. Let's make it happen.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life. Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality right now. Join FXTM today and get a welcome bonus of up to $500. Make your first deposit using code FXTM500. We'll match 100% in trading credits. Open your account today.